China's consumer economy is showing a surprising divide. While national domestic demand remains weak, some of the country's wealthiest counties are seeing consumption levels that rival.
And in some cases actually exceed now China's biggest cities. Well, these are mostly areas with strong private businesses, higher household incomes and deeper connections to manufacturing as well as trade. We'll take a look at our next report for more details. China's consumption story is no longer just about Beijing, Shanghai or Shenzhen. Well, some of the biggest spending is now coming from county-level economies, particularly in eastern China. Data show that at least 17 county-level jurisdictions recorded average per capita consumption expenditure by urban residents above 50,000 yuan last year. Well, that is about $6,970 US. 4 counties in Zhejiang stand out. Yiqing, Yuhuan, Yiwu and Wenling all recorded urban per capita spending above 55,000 yuan. Well, Yiqing was the leader at 61,143 yuan per person. Yuhuan recorded 59,175, Yiwu 58,839 and Wenling 55,260 yuan. Now the numbers are significant because they put these county-level economies ahead of even China's biggest cities. Beijing, which led the country's major cities, recorded per capita consumption of 53,214 yuan. Well, that means Yiqing's figure was almost 8,000 yuan higher than Beijing's. So what is driving the spending power? Well, one factor is the structure of these local economies. Yiqing is a major hub for electrical equipment manufacturing. Yiwu is home to the world's largest small commodities market, and the 4 top Zhejiang counties share a large private sector and entrepreneurial base that creates jobs, income and a consumer class that is willing to spend. Well, there is also a change in where people can spend the money. Better roads, shopping centers, hotels, cinemas and national coffee chains have brought many urban consumption habits into smaller cities and counties. That is helping turn rural and county economies into new consumption centers. The shift is also visible in entertainment. In the first half of last year, 18 counties recorded box office revenue above 30 million yuan, or about $4.2 million US. 7 of those counties also appeared among the top 17 high consumption counties. But these bright spots do not mean China's consumption problem has disappeared. Nationwide demand remains under pressure, with the property downturn, weak consumer confidence and households remaining cautious about spending. The high-spending counties are therefore important not because they all represent China, but because they show where consumption can grow when income, private enterprise and local economic activity are strong. For Beijing, the challenge is to replicate that model across a much larger part of the country. Because if China wants households to spend more, well, the lesson from these counties may be simple. Build stronger local economies, create higher paying jobs and give consumers the confidence to open their wallets.